No, we can take the ferry over.
Really?
Have lunch over
It's
there.
nice. It's
ride
fun.
bikes. Okay, so here we go. Dangerous deodorants, bored workers turning to chocolate and booze? What? And this is the big one, what we talked about yesterday. Red wine health benefits in question this morning. Dr. Melinda Silva joins us now in depth with the forefront of health. I enjoy saying the forefront of health.
I see that, Ro.
Good morning, Melinda.
Good morning.
Okay, let's get right to this. Shali and Chrissy were taken aback by this. Red wine health benefits, a myth. There's a new study. Tell me all about this.
Well, what the researchers found was that Dr. Deepak Das from the University of Connecticut falsified his data about red wine research. So that means that his data was not reliable. But it doesn't discount or invalidate the data that red wine has benefits because of the supplement called resveratrol.
We're always looking for motive. Why would this person, this man allegedly, why would he create fraudulent statistics or fraudulent findings? What would be the benefit?
Well, he's a researcher,
Yeah.
and in the research world, you have to perish or publish. He received a lot of grant money to prove his point and to do his research. So he was just very motivated to prove his point. But you should never falsify any data.
How did he get
in the
caught?
research.
After all these years, how did he get caught?
Well, there was an anonymous whistleblower.
Oh.
So we don't know who did it, but there luckily are regulatory boards that, look at the researchers and make sure that their data is accurate.
So bottom line in this for me is everything that we've been led to believe about red wine, is it all a lie, or is it just parts of it a lie, or is there still some benefit to drinking that 1 or 2 glasses of red wine a day? Or
Red wine is still beneficial, and all that this research says is that Dr. Das's research is not reliable because he falsified his data. Interestingly, it doesn't mean that the conclusions of his research were even false, but you should just never falsify data. And it does not invalidate all of the research around the world showing that resveratrol has health benefits.
Right.
So yes, Shali and Chrissy can continue drinking the red wine for health benefits.
let the applause begin.
Yes.
At the same time of this research, it was also about dark chocolate.
Right.
I mean, is that still legit? Is dark chocolate still
Yes,
health
dark
benefits?
chocolate, hallelujah, thank goodness, it still has research that
That's awesome.
shows that there's health benefits.
Which leads us into this next study that said bored workers, like they're bored, not like they're on the board, they're bored. And they are now turning to chocolate and booze. Now, is this turning to chocolate and booze at work? Explain what this study is all about. I'm very curious about this.
Well, the British researchers
always
surveyed
British.
102 office workers, and what they asked them was if they were bored at work.
Okay.
And 25% of them said that they were chronically bored. And they asked them, what did they do to manage their boredom? And during the office workday, they would turn to chocolate and caffeine. And after work, they would turn
after
to
work.
alcohol.
Okay.
Hence the term
All right.
happy hour.
Thank you, Chrissy
Right.
Rousseau. Thankfully, your mic was off when you said that. Hopefully 3 people heard it. Okay, well, I mean, is that really surprising, though? People have their snacks and their M&Ms and whatnot in their drawer, and then they go out for happy hour afterwards. Is this really shocking, or what?
No, it's not shocking. Chocolate is probably the most craved substance in the world.
Which is?
Chocolate. And the chocolate and caffeine together is a very good combination because caffeine will increase your alertness, which is good when you're bored. And the reason why this study is important is because boredom can be dangerous, because people who are bored are less likely to be productive. It can affect their concentration, it can affect their mood, and people who are bored may turn to recreational drugs like alcohol, heroin, and cocaine. So it makes you look at the bigger picture of boredom.
Okay, let's talk about this other study, dangerous deodorant. We've heard other studies that have to do with deodorant and what kind of antiperspirant you use. What's the newest findings with this and a possible link to cancer? What is this all about?
Well, the British researchers looked at 40 women that had mastectomies, and they studied their tissue samples, and they found that traces of paraben were located in the tissue samples. So they saw that underarm tissue had higher amounts of the paraben or traces of paraben. So the concern is a link of paraben with breast cancer. The American Cancer Society discounts this. There isn't enough epidemiologic evidence to show that there is a link between the paraben use and breast cancer.
What type of deodorant is this found in? Is there something we can look out for?
The substance is called paraben, so it might be methylparaben or butylparaben. And what the paraben is a preservative that's used to fight bacteria. So you can easily look on the label to see if it has parabens. There's a lot of cosmetics like lotion, shampoos, and deodorants that have parabens, but if you look on the label, a lot of those lotions and cosmetics will say paraben free.
Right.
So if you have any concern, just choose the ones that are paraben free. Okay,
Dr. Melinda, thank you very much again for your insight. If you want to get in touch with Dr. Melinda, go to our website, fox5sandiego.com. Let's get you over to Shali now. Or Chrissy now.
You know, whatever. I'm just happy that chocolate's still on chocolate's still good, right?
Chocolate's good, red wine is good.
Red wine is good.
So our post-show meeting